All right, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today. We're at new all-time highs. Hold on, you guys. Let me turn this light off here. Hold on, everybody. Everybody was kung fu fighting. All right, man. All right, let's get into it. Yeah, I turned those lights off because they make my head look less shiny. I feel like the dome really reflects the light there. Hit the like button, you guys. Subscribe if you're just joining in. I'm gonna post some stuff on x.com first for the stream. I'm gonna make sure that everything's set up. Looking like we're good. Yes, should be live. Should be live. Let's see. It says upcoming. It should be live now. No, it looks like it's good. Okay. I'm just going to make a post on X and tell everybody that I'm live. Shout out to the Discord, to the Wheelhouse, to the C-Zar Gets Crypto channel. Let's see. New all-time highs. Bitcoin, new all-time highs. Let's go. Okay, cool. Yeah. We're going to talk about some stuff. I think I've got the chart pulled up, right? You guys should be seeing that now. Yes. Okay, so here we are at 123.3K. You know, just right away getting started here. The next target areas to consider, my friends, are about 126K to 130.7K, and that will be the destination that we're going to. If we don't shake out a little bit here, if we don't see a little bit of turbulence right now, I am suspecting, if you've been keeping up, you know that I have been, hold on. I have been suspecting a little bit of a shakeout to come our way. We were calling for prices to go up to, I think, anywhere from 121 to 125K originally, and then we're going to shake out to some degree. Here we are right in the middle. If we're looking at the liquidations, you know, BTC one day, let's look at this real quick. You know, the liquidations on the shorts, we could move up to about 125K. That is that last little line of, I don't want to say defense, more of like vulnerabilities for these shorts to be throttled is right there at 124, 125K. So we could have one last little push, maybe finishing up this day or going into tomorrow, but that really could have been it. Now we correct back down to maybe 120K at the least. If not 118.7K, or even lower than that, we could see some volatility or turbulence. If we're looking at this from a relative low to relative high, the golden ratio itself is all the way back down at 116.2K. So understand, not a financial advisor. I'm not calling for us to go down to 116.2K at this point in time. I'm just saying if we were to see some kind of volatility in the markets over the coming days and we went down that low, Bitcoin is still fine. Okay, we don't have a double top. We're fine, right? We're no more in a double top now than we were 2 days ago here, and everybody was calling for a double top right there, and we were saying no, that's not a double top. We're probably going to. I was thinking that we'd move down a little bit more first, but perfect reaction, moving up 2 days in a row and just eating that whole. Let's see here. Let me get this on the comments. Let's see, live chat. Shout out to everyone. Let's see. What's up, Epic 13 B Jaw. Flow Guy Hunt. Cookie Dow's moving, huh? Is it really? Let's see. Let's see if that's true. No, it's not. It's at the same price it was whenever I made a video earlier today, man. Cubic, please. Cubic. We can look at Cubic. I think Ethereum's going to move down too, guys. I really do think. And by the way, I'm making this video first off to celebrate. I think that it's a great thing what we're doing here. New all-time highs, historical moment. You know, at least we were there for a second. Now we're back down. But I'm also making this video to put everybody kind of on red alert. Not that we're going to see some kind of crazy crash. I mean, who knows? It could be crazy, but that, you know, whatever comes our way over the coming days, if we do move down a little bit, whatever the case may be, don't be thrown off by it, right? Don't be discouraged. Okay, we are very much about to continue rallying up to much higher prices, not just for Bitcoin but for crypto as a whole. Cubic, what is Cubic? I've heard of that before. Isn't it a scam? No, it might not be a scam. Sorry. Oh wow, no, it could be a scam even if it's pumping up. But hey, look at that, 24% up yesterday, 14% up today. That's nice. Very low price. I don't know anything about this coin. Not financial advice. Not a financial advisor. Yeah, look at that. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. What is this thing? Cubic. We're gonna get back to Bitcoin here in a second, but I saw that and I wanted to look it up. I guess. Why can't I find it? Quebec. Cubic. There we go. I mean, it's got a decent enough market cap. That's not a lot of volume for this kind of a move, though. I don't know if I like that, and it looks like it just wants to go down. I wouldn't get too eager on this unless there's some kind of crazy stuff happening. But we're gonna save requests for a little bit later. Okay, so You shorted and we're getting cooked. Okay, yeah. Well, that'll happen, man. I went short on Ethereum yesterday, but I closed that short out before we moved up, and I actually I did just go short again right before I made this stream. But I'm willing to close it. I have a stop loss set actually. Let me double check this right now. Hold on. I was in the process of setting up a stop loss. I actually need to set up a stop loss. Hold on real quick. I'm gonna set it up just above where I put my short in. Because if it goes higher, it could go higher. But I'm thinking at any moment now, guys, we are going to shake out again. Let me, I just did that there. Let me, where is it? Where is it? Let me pull this up here on the ETH liquidations. If we're looking at this here, you know, over the past 30 days, there are a ton of longs piled on. Over the last 24 hours, Ethereum has more longs piled on, a dramatic amount of longs piled on, more than Bitcoin over the past 24 hours. We got about $4 billion in longs that'll get liquidated at $4,500. What's up, Hoshi? How you doing, my man? Karat. Yeah, we can talk about Karat. It's been a second since we talked about Karat, huh? That was my chair, in case anybody's wondering. It was the chair. I think about, is it Scary Movie 3? Where she's like, right, the chair. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Karat. We'll get that. Save your requests, though, my friends. We'll get into it once we really start rolling here. But looking like we're going to come down a little bit again. Let's look at some short-term stuff here real quick. Okay, on the 15-minute time frame. I want to say hi to some people. What's up, Jordan? How you doing? Prices predict Ion XDC. XDC, huh? Let's see. Let's freaking go. Yeah, man. 1 second. Hold on. I just cleared out of something. I need this for the stuff. Let's see. All right, I want to give shout outs. Why didn't you just say higher? That's a delusional trucker is in the what's up, C-Zar? How you doing, Seth? Good to see you, my man. MSTR, we can check out MSTR actually. I wouldn't mind checking out MSTR. I think that that does pertain to Bitcoin a little bit. And we really could, you guys. We're in that moment in the cycle where we really could just be ripping and running. This shakeout, this potential downtrend. Don't hold your breath over it, right? It makes sense in my opinion based on the liquidation levels for Ethereum, but just because it makes sense in my opinion doesn't mean it has to happen, right? I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. Alts are moving already. Flow guy, absolutely. What's up with Turbo, Harlem? Turbo's fine. Turbo's fine. We can actually talk about Turbo. I'll write it down here. Turbo's fine though. Just be patient, okay? It'll be good. What's up, Epsilon? How you doing, my guy? Good to see you. TF, let's go. Syrup. Oh, yeah. Home's doing well, huh? Home is doing rather well. You guys, if you like Hyperliquid, you should look into Home. DeFi, the DeFi app. It's like a cheaper... If you think Hype, the token for Hyperliquid, is going to make money, you should look at Home because it's a lot cheaper. What's up, Bill Gardino? Good to see you. Francisco Rodriguez. Morpho. I don't know about Morpho, but we can look into that a little bit later. I'll write this down right now. Alive, yeah, Parker and Sons, absolutely, bro. Vince Caps, what's up, my man? If we are looking at longer bull cycle, are we expecting higher prices? No. So I'm not expecting higher prices for Bitcoin or for altcoins, even though I am expecting the cycle to continue for a longer amount of time. I think it's going to be the same prices. The cycle is going to be just as robust. It's just going to take more time to get there, right? XDC. Price targets, yeah. Jordan Norville, absolutely. I got you. I got you. Don't worry. Absolutely, my friend. I got you. We're not going to talk about it right now. We're gonna get to it though. Okay. LTC. I did an LTC video earlier. I'm not gonna. Maybe I'll talk about it here, but I might not talk about it there. What's up, BB? CV. How you doing, Jesse? No, Tars isn't cooked. I think Tars is fine. Can wait to see people's reactions when XRP hits 1,000. I don't know about that, Sir Jacques or Jaquez. It will maybe in time because Ripple is deflationary and the dollar's inflationary. So over time, as long as Ripple remains relevant, yes, it will see $1,000. That will happen. But at that point in time, a tank of gas is going to cost $1,000. You know what I mean? Like the dollar is going to be devalued. It's not going to hit $1,000 this cycle, I don't think. To green on daily. Nice. That's good to see. XRP is okay. That's cool. Hell yeah. What's up, Good New Life? The GOAT. Thank you, mate. Appreciate you, my friend. Tata Tamez. That's a great name. Dump in September. Maybe. Here's the thing too, guys, because we are getting to September. A lot of people think September's a bad month and we see a bloodbath in September for crypto because technically speaking, most Septembers in Bitcoin's history have been red. But we did an in-depth analysis on that. We kind of debunked that. We did a Mythbusters episode on that. The last like 2 Septembers in a row, we've actually validated that September's more of a neutral month. It's not really a red month. Yes, more of those months have been red, but -1%, -5% for a whole month, that's neutral, right? Most of the time, Septembers are actually neutral. They're not green, they're not red, they're neutral. And we define neutral by less than 10% up or down in a month. If Bitcoin can't move 10% up or 10% down in a month, that's a pretty neutral month. What's up, Ricky? It's good to see you, my man. George, Jordan, I don't know. We can check out. I'm gonna do 1 request per person, okay? We'll check out, and I'll just do the first request. If anybody's requesting multiple, I'll only do that first request because that way everybody can get at least something in there, hopefully. What's up, Toolbox? Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah. Alien Base. I love Alien Base, man. I don't know if it's going to do well. I think it's got the potential to do well, but it needs, oh yeah, KTA. We can talk about some KTA too. We're going to have to pull up that deck screener stuff. Omni for Hoshi. Omni. We already got 2 requests for Hoshi. We're breaking the law here. I know, it's been a while since I've talked about Kita, hasn't it? Let's see. Go Birds for Charmander. What's up, brother? Anders Johansson. We're gonna start doing the TA here pretty soon, you guys. I just wanted to say hi to everybody. Man, there's so many of you. It's actually hard to get through all this, so I'm just gonna skip to the bottom. Fly Karate is where it's at. You know it, Micah Gerhardt. Absolutely, bro. Flies hate karate, you guys. You might not have ever heard that, but you've at least learned that here. Render. We can talk about Render. We all hate XCN, but still here. No, man, no. We all love it. Maybe not all of us love XCN. I love XCN, though. Caspa. We can talk about Caspa. Caspa's kind of a ghost now, though, you know. Yeah. What's up, Eric Long? I got Omni on the list. Don't worry, Kyle. All right, we're going to start talking about some stuff. Carve Logger. Remember us that XCN will moon late, just like in January. Yeah, it might moon late. It's going to moon at some point, though, man. We're definitely, I mean, let's look at the XCN chart, you know, because I know there's probably a lot of people in here. If you're watching my channel, you've got to be invested in XCN to some degree, right? If not, then at least you're aware of it, right? Ross DeGrazia sold ETH at 3,700 to put it into XRP and XCN even split. Encouraging words. Thanks for everything. Well, here's some encouraging words right now, Ross. XRP, I actually just made a video on XRP. XRP has a ton, where Ethereum has a lot of longs going for it. If we look at XRP on the 30-day and the 40 and the 7-day time frame, look at how much the shorts outweigh XRP to Ethereum. And then, of course, if we're comparing XRP's overall performance this cycle versus Ethereum's, XRP, even with the recent growth Ethereum has outperformed Ethereum by large. It's just chilling, man. It's going to move up. Well, I just made a video on XRP, but we can talk about it. And XCN, dude, is going to blow both those out of the water. We're going to talk about XCN right now, actually. But shout out to Ross. And then we'll get into these some of these requests here. Don't expect every request to get done in this video. But again, looking at this here, actually, let's talk about XCN, and then I want to talk about Bitcoin. Then we'll get into the requests, okay? XCN, you guys, looking at the daily time frame. This consolidation phase, this accumulation phase, is rather massive. It's been a very long time. I mean, we've been in this now for how long? Like over 100 days, like 120 days. It's been 124 days that we've been in this range as of now, going on 125 in the next 53 minutes. So it's been a very long time, a quarter or a third of a year, okay? You don't spend this amount of time, and then if and when we move up, you don't spend this amount of time consolidating to see a small move. You're going to get a very massive move out of this. And I very much doubt that it's going to be to the downside. I don't believe that at all. A coin that's been outperforming Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, the average altcoin by far, even while it's been boring. Remember, guys, Bitcoin's at new all-time highs right now. And XCN since April 7th is still, if you bought XCN on April 7th or you bought Bitcoin on April 7th, you still have more profits from XCN than Bitcoin, right? And most cryptos have not outperformed Bitcoin since April 7th. So that in itself, this thing is strong. It's just been very neutral. And if we're looking at the consolidation, you had a massive move up here, very solid consolidation down here, very, very tenacious downward movement, very solid move up as well. This time it's a little bit more tame, right? There's less selling pressure. Why? Because there's, less gains to be had, less selling pressure. Every time we move down, anytime we're at the lows, there's less volume, right? When we move up, there's volume coming in. We're just loading up the truck, man. And this kind of sideways movement, a lot of people say moving down is not what causes people to sell. It's being sideways, being boring. And I can attest to that, right? Moments like this are going to test you because there are plenty of altcoins right now that are pumping. There are plenty of cryptos, the top cryptos, Bitcoin and Ethereum, they're pushing new all-time highs right now. And that can distract you, right? I think the best thing to do would be just sit on your hands with this, or not financial advice, not a financial advisor, buy more. Whenever it comes to moving up, I mean, this thing only knows one pace. Same thing with XRP. Whenever it comes to moving up, it only knows one pace. And everything, I don't care what coin you're holding, XCN, XRP, XC, whatever it is, man. Whatever you're holding, everything's going to be moving up here over the coming weeks, over the coming days, and months, going into the end of the cycle. It's that finale finish. And I think this is a good coin to hold for that, man. This thing has a lot of potential. It's still at a very low market cap. It is said that Justin Sun is manipulating it. I don't think he's manipulating it. No, I don't think that that's true. But I don't know. Anything can happen. I don't know. I don't know if Justin Sun even likes being affiliated with this thing, if we're being honest. But with that being said, we are being held up by the land of the rising sun. This is back when Justin Sun called XCN a scam. He made public posts on X.com and then quickly deleted those posts. XCN and Chain, Onyx DAO and Chain and Justin Sun, they got friendly real quick, or maybe they're not friends, but they have some kind of agreement. But I don't think that Justin Sun's manipulating it. I don't know who's manipulating it, right? But if there is any manipulation going on right now, it just seems like it's boring. Nobody's coming into it. What were we going to talk about? What was I just going to say? I don't know. We'll end it on a good note, though. But where we're ultimately going, we've done this so many times, you guys. I very much believe that Onyx coin is going to rip all the way up, man. We're going to see prices that are all the way up to 26 to 32 cents by the end of this next move. We're going to see a move just like what we saw back here, maybe even larger, something that takes us all the way up to this area here, just above new all-time highs. We've done the math. We've compared it to the Bitcoin chart so many times. It makes at the most pessimistic level of what we could reason, and I don't want to go into all the details now because this is a live stream. It's a Bitcoin live stream, so I'm probably boring some people with this, but I've gone into depth so many times, and maybe I'll do that tonight where we'll make sense out of it. Watch for tonight. I'll make an in-depth video of why we're expecting 26 to 32 cents, and even at the most pessimistic level, 11 cents makes sense. And when I say pessimistic, I'm not talking about conservative. I'm talking about absolutely ridiculous pessimism. Okay, if we can make sense out of 11 cents, we're at 1.3 cents now. Like that's great. Your minimum target, it's not even a minimum target, and that is still going to blow the average coin out of the water. So if you're holding XRP and XCN, Ross, you're going to be fine, man. I know Ethereum's moving up right now, but again, guys, something that's very important, and there's a reason why I devoted a whole video to this last night. I made this. There are plenty of coins right now that if you're looking at the past 7 days, there are plenty of coins that are up a whole lot. Understand how the crypto markets work. Whatever's up this week is not going to be up next week. The top performers this week are not going to be the top performers next week or the week after, right? All these coins here, take notice of the top 10 coins that are performing, right? Lido, Chain, Pendle, Athena, Aerodrome, Radium, Jasmy, Ethereum, Aave, Arbitrum. They won't be the top performers next week. Right? These are the distractions. The coins that are underperforming this week, they're going to have their turn. Everything takes its turn. And they all kind of move up at the same time, but everything takes its turn. Let's look at Bitcoin real quick. I want to look at the 1 hour time frame here. The 1 hour here, we just started a new hour. That's a pretty big wick to the upside. We've had a lot of these false candles though, right? I mean, the last time that we had a big wick to the upside here, is it loading? It is loading. Okay, cool. It's lagging. Okay, there we go. The last time that we had a big wick here, we did continue to move up, inevitably moving down, but Bitcoin's had a lot of like false signal candles. I do think if we're looking at this here on the 1 hour, you're moving up, volume's declining. We're on Binance, BTC, USDT. Typically when you move up without volume, like look here, you moved up with a good bit of volume, then you continue to climb, volume died off, you went lower, right? Volume picked up here as you're moving down, validating that you want to go lower. You moved lower, volume died off, so then what'd you do? You reversed, right? It's kind of like that. It's not always that cut and dry, but it typically is that cut and dry. And I mean, here we're definitely finding some turbulence, right? We just found resistance right at our all-time high level. Bitcoin just broke out to new all-time highs. I'm sure I'm not the only person making a new all-time high stream right now. Everybody's euphoric and calling their grandparents, calling their best friends, telling them, you need to get in now. We're about to go to that next phase. And we're probably going to correct. I would think that we do see some kind of correction between now and the next 24 hours take place. I really wouldn't be surprised. We're at 123K now. I wouldn't be surprised if we're at 120K or lower by the time that I make my next Bitcoin video. Or maybe not the next one. Would it be the next one? Yeah, it would. Maybe the one tomorrow, like 12 to 13 hours from now. Maybe not the next one. Andrew Bishop, I just talked about XCN, bro. We were just talking about it. Are you making fun of me? What's up, Benjamin Carter, Matthew Hurt, XDB? I don't know what that is, so yeah, we'll look at it because I like looking up new cryptos. That's why I love this channel, you guys, and I really do. I encourage anybody and everybody, don't just buy a random crypto that you've never heard of before, but keep your eyes and ears open, because if you want to find gems, people talk about them. And people talk about more trash than they talk about gems, so that's where you sift through the dirt, man, and you do some fundamental analysis, and if it looks like it's feasible, if it can grow, you can find some growth in that and see some gains, then go for it. If you can believe in it and have conviction, why not? Why is Cookie not pumping? Because it's going in the dumps, bro. No, it's just chilling. Everything, and again, guys, if any of you are asking this question, why is my blank altcoin not pumping right now? Ethereum's pumping. Just be patient. Everything takes its turn. Right now, I just finished that last part, right? Right now, these are the coins that are pumping this week. Next week is going to be a different amount, right? There's going to be new coins entering the top 100. There's going to be new coins exiting the top 100, getting into those top gain spots over the week and over the days. They're not all of them will move up at the same time, more or less. We're going to look back, and that's how it's going to seem. But week to week, day to day, you're going to have different shining stars. And that's why it's really important not to get shiny object syndrome. Hold your boring coins. Do not sell them for the exciting coins, right? Because what's exciting this week will not be exciting next week. I cannot stress that enough. Looking at the 1 hour indicators here, the RSI is pretty damn bullish. I'm not going to lie there. Looks pretty damn bullish, but you do have some bearish divergence going on. It's like double bearish divergence, actually. Stochastics looking like they want to come down, but not quite bearish yet. You're at that bullish phase still. Bouncing off the 50 here. Oh, come on. Bouncing off the 50 here is really nice, or that 55, 60 area, really nice. MACD is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. We could see a little bit of a push higher. Understand, you guys, while I am calling for the shakeout to happen, we could see a push higher that takes us up to like 125K first, and then shake out, okay? I do want to put Ethereum on here, because I am in an Ethereum trade. Okay, cool. It's actually working out. But we'll see. We'll see if it works out. 4 hour time frame real quick. Yeah, I mean, that's, ending the day like this, 44 minutes left. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully, we'll still be live in the next 44 minutes. We can see how it goes. If we finish here or lower, that to me would be a top signal, a relative high signal. If we push through this by the end of the day and we continue to close up, we could very well see higher prices going into tomorrow at 125K, 124K, something in between there, maybe even a little bit above there. But I'm not expecting anything too crazy. Let's see. Really, we've just decimated the shorts, man. Absolutely decimated them. I'm wondering what the Bitcoin chart looks like right now. Hold on. Let's see. Is there any bullish news? Has anybody heard any bullish news on X as to why we're doing this, why these movements are happening? People just keep shorting, man. Look at that. We've moved up. We've got another $1 billion that have been put in the past 24 hours just at 124K there, 125K. Almost $2 billion in shorts, you guys. That's crazy. That's crazy. People, if we keep shorting on the way up, even though the longs outweigh the shorts, if we keep shorting on the way up, we will just keep moving up. Absolutely, we will. But I am expecting, again, anticipating some kind of a move down, a shakeout here pretty soon. Definitely getting a pullback now. I don't know, young investor. Hold off on that. We might be, but don't get your feelings hurt if we pump up a little bit more. Like Ethereum might see new all-time highs, and then we pull back. Bitcoin could go up to 125K, and then we pull back. I do think, relative to the current price, yes, at some point, regardless if we go up and then we come down, we'll see lower prices. Same thing with Ethereum, but it might not be right now, right? So don't get too excited. What's up, Rickies? I already said sup. Oh, you're saying sup to someone else probably. Let's see. Let's go, GTA clips. Check out metal. Yeah, we can check out metal. We can look at that too. We're going to get into some of these requests here in a second, you guys. Let's see. Holding a bag of. We'll have to watch that one later. Shout out to the ninja. Give him a heart. I'm number 301. Hopefully. If it loads. There we go. 301. Let's see. Ross Ulrich, man. What are these? Ulrich. Let's see. Nothing here big. Okay, Estonian banker Rain Loomis, who bought 75,000 worth of ETH, has lost access to the wallet. What? That's crazy. Dude, $1 billion worth of Ethereum just gone forever. It's got an infinite max supply though, so I mean that, yeah, whatever. But dude, if that's true, you know what? There's no way, man. I mean, maybe if he bought $75,000 worth, that's a negligible amount for someone like that. Maybe, I don't know, man. That's crazy though. Estonia, crypto's big in Estonia. I have a hard time believing that. I think that's a ploy. That's like tax evasion, is what that is. I don't know. Maybe though. Maybe it's curious to see. Right? It's lost, but then his great grandkids will be able to unlock it or something like that. Right? Crazy. Trade is up. Good for Carl. Let's see. Appreciate you, Tim. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you very much. Yes, Elon Musk must be protected. I love these memes, man. Nope. No, I've never. I try not to let things like that affect me, man. So no, that hasn't actually happened. I don't see any news. We're just pumping. We're pumping. So what's happening now? We're probably going to get the good news pretty soon, guys. Right? I don't see any news happening. So, like, I don't. Let's look it up on Google even. Let's just look up crypto news. Because normally, whenever we get pumps like this, everybody's like tweeting the relevant story that's going on. Let's just see. I'm assuming we're going to get some kind of piece in the next 24 hours. Right? Show me the charts. I'll tell you the news. Shares of Bullish. That's a great name for a company. Cool. Bullish stock. Crypto exchange Bullish. Interesting. 13.2 billion. Wow. Interesting. That's a lot, actually, for a new exchange, especially. Terra USD, Crypto Crash King. I think Do Kwon's innocent. I think he just took the plea, man. I don't know. I don't know everything about it, but I don't think he's the guy, man. I think he got set up. I think he's the Ponzi, unfortunately. Whale holding 5.6 billion in ETH is selling well. He sold at the wrong time then. Yeah, no news pieces, you guys. I'm not seeing anything. So that's interesting. We're pumping without any news stories. That's not interesting. That actually does happen a good bit of the time. Again, show me the charts. I'll tell you the news. The news is ETH is pumping. Absolutely. That's what it is. Guys, send me Bitcoin. Hussein needs Bitcoin. Send me some Bitcoin while you're at it, or some Onyx coins. Send me, you know what? And not financial advice, not a financial advisor. If anybody is sending cryptos from exchange to exchange or person to person, if it is like, even if you're gonna buy Bitcoin with it or some other crypto, you should really use like Bitcoin Cash or Onyx Coin or Solana or some kind of, not like one of the OG coins that has high transactions. Use something that has, and I mean Bitcoin Cash is an OG coin, but the comparison of the fees and transactions is just completely different, right? Use something, even Dogecoin, right? Use something that has a lot less transaction fees. There's nothing wrong with that. Use USDT or USDC, right? And then buy your cryptos. Don't buy a crypto and then send it. I don't know if anybody needs to hear that, but yeah, just be smart whenever you're sending your money. If you're gonna send someone, just Hussein was like, send me Bitcoin. You should say send me USDT actually, because it's cheaper, it's faster. Do that. Or send me Dogecoin. It's cheaper. It's faster. Or Bitcoin Cash. Let's do some. Get this man a dab. Justin says, yeah, I might need one. Let's do some requests here. We're gonna go over Microstrategy, and then we're gonna do Karat, XDC, and Turbo in that order, and we'll continue down the list. Okay, you guys. We'll keep the Ethereum and the Bitcoin prices up here in case anybody wants to follow along and see what they're doing. If Bitcoin does pop back above 123.6K, we'll watch the price from there. If Ethereum's at new all-time highs, which would be 4,868, 4,868K. If we're up there, then we'll pop over to Ethereum as well. But until then, we're just going to run through some of these requests. Okay, and I'm going to try to end this live stream probably in the next 40 minutes. So I'll run through these requests while I can. Okay. People starting to talk about cannabis now. Does ZBCN still have a go? I think so, Jerwin Tong. I think so. Unless it started moving up. I think so. Yeah, I made a video on that today. I think so. I think I made a video on Dogecoin too, Ricky. You guys messing with me? Tron TRX. Yeah, Manlaw. I got you. TRX, absolutely. Shout out to Manlaw. What's up, brother? How you doing? Good to see you. MicroStrategy being a bit of a dud, isn't it? It's kind of disappointing. It's interesting how bullish it was earlier this cycle, and it really just has been a dud. I'm not bearish on this. It's very neutral price action. We're just in a kind of horizontal channel, and that's anything but bearish, especially considering that we moved up bullish into this. I think we do want to move up. We're just waiting, right? We're waiting. Maybe we're waiting on Bitcoin to be a little bit more decisive. I know that we're at new all-time highs now, but potentially on shaky ground. I think once did this thing just lag out? Are we glitching here? No. It looks like we're not glitching. All right, we're good. I'm glitching somehow. Are you guys glitching? Is everything okay on your end? I don't know. I think everything should be fine. Anyways, I think when Bitcoin kind of is decisively moving up to new all-time highs, we should be seeing MicroStrategy move up as well. I don't know. Is it pausing for anybody? It keeps pausing on my end over here, but I don't know if it's just me. Everyone warned us about micro. I didn't, man. I really thought MicroStrategy would be at higher prices by now. I'm actually, frankly, I'm quite surprised that you're not at new all-time highs, but whatever. If we're looking at this from a high to a low, you know, my expectation still stands. The MicroStrategy will be running up to about $1,100, all the way up here at the 1886 to $1,700, something that's just above the 2272. That's my expectation. Have I looked into ABT? I feel like I have. I don't really remember. What is ABT? What is this ABT that you speak of? Arc block. I feel like I have. We'll look into it. I wrote it down on the list. And again, guys, understand, if I don't get to your request, and I've said that I've written it down, or if you've heard me mention it, I will make a video dedicated just to the live stream leftovers. That'll be the title, live stream leftovers, and that'll be a video that has these requests that we didn't get to, because I highly doubt, you know, I've got a list of like 20 requests here. I highly doubt that I'm going to get to all of them in the next 40 minutes, but especially at this rate. But MSTR, that's ultimately the target area. I'm a bit surprised that we haven't gone there yet, right, with Bitcoin seeing new all-time highs and everything. I mean, but by the end of September, or if not sometime in October, that's the expectation. The daily RSI is still bullish, even though we're in this neutral trend. The stochastics look like they want to come up, and you're scooping the zero here on the MACD. I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of the month we saw some life in MicroStrategy. It is a bit disappointing. Oh, hey, TradingView finally changed it. It is strategy now. But overall, I think we're in a very bullish posturing. You know, it's discouraging, of course, but you've got lower lows in the RSI, higher lows in the price. You're down here, oversold. You bounce right off of that on the stochastics. That's good. MACD is in a bullish posturing. Yes, you're building bearish momentum, but overall bullish posturing. I think it's just a matter of time before you see new highs. And if we take last cycle's high to low here, last cycle's high to low, you hit the golden ratio to the 1272. I mean, this is typical behavior when working your way higher. And that next target area is $1,000 to $1,300. There's just no scenario I see where MicroStrategy doesn't get to this area between now and the next couple of months. But, you know, we've been calling for that for a while, and sometimes it just takes its time. Vietnam, what's up? Have you gone back on any cookie plays? I've heard bad news about China this cycle. Yeah. And it seems like somewhat China back. No. Cookie's fine. Cookie is totally fine. The thing is, too, with these cryptos, they can move. If China's being less crypto friendly and they're being hawkish on crypto, they that doesn't mean that they can't move, right? KuCoin was established in China. They had their headquarters in China. And a little story about KuCoin for those of you who don't know, and I've told this story a few times, but there was a day where, you know, everybody in the space, maybe not everybody, but the people who were paying attention, we were aware that KuCoin was going to get raided by Chinese authorities. And literally the next day, is this glitching? And tell me if I'm glitching, you guys. Tell me in the comments if I am. Let me see. No, I don't think so. Bernardo says that I ignored Cubic. I did not ignore Cubic. We looked at it and decided it was trash. That's yes, it pumped over the past couple days, but a coin that's got lower highs and lower lows throughout its whole existence, that's not really something to be clued in on, right? I mean, maybe it's good. I don't know anything about Cubic, so I guess I am clueless in that sense, but no glitch, cool. It's my phone then. I don't know why. But that's okay. It says buffering. Okay, no glitch, buffering. Okay. Oh, wait, where is he? XCN is dead. You guys should just give me all of your coins and move on, Beat Monsky. Did you leave the server? Beat Monsky? Did you make enemies or something? I can't imagine. Soon chat? Oh, yeah, we can talk about Soon. Absolutely. Soon, man. Soon is a good one. I think Soon's a good one. Again, any coins that we talk about, you guys do some research, but I got distracted on my story. KuCoin was getting raided, and they literally they packed up everything. The Chinese authorities got there, and all they found were like keyboards and some cords and stuff, and empty desks. Right? They literally packed their bags and went to Singapore. So if Cookie is based in China, which it's a decentralized network, it should be, so it shouldn't matter. But if they are, it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. They can just move. Or at the same time, China, they get brutal on crypto and then they don't. It's just a media piece. It's nothing. All they're going to do is they're going to make some strict regulations so they can seize somebody's assets, disrupt the ecosystem a little bit in China, and then everything will be legal again. So no, token unlock this Friday. XCN token unlock, Aaron Alter, on the 15th of August. Last one. No, they unlock tokens every single month, Aaron, actually. So long as BTC ETH continue to print new all-time highs, they'll retain dominance, delay alt. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I don't know. Ethereum moving up is definitely good for a lot of altcoins too. It doesn't need to cycle as much, but it's certainly looking like that's what we're getting now. But there's a lot of, again, we look at coin market cap. There are a lot of coins that are not Ethereum here. The top 6 movers, 7 movers, 8 right here. Ethereum's the 8th mover. There's all these other coins that have been moving up percentage wise, right? And then beyond that, there's all these other coins that are up more than 20% this week. So there's plenty of coins in the top 100 that are pumping this week alongside of Ethereum. Everything just takes its turn, right? And right now it's Ethereum's turn to move up. Next week it'll be some other blue chips turns to move up. XRP, Stellar Lumens, HBAR, Bitcoin Cash, Monero, Litecoin, right? Stuff like that probably. But Aaron, I'm pretty sure there's token unlocks every single month for XCN. And those unlocks are like less than 1% of the total supply, if I'm not mistaken. But Friday, 8:15, so 2 days will have an unlock. The last unlock didn't really affect the price. I don't know if this one. You got tired of all the spammers trying to. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, Beat Monsky. There are a lot of spammers and scammers in Discord, man. Yeah, that's fair. But join back in, man. I need to be more involved, but man, it's hard. I got a new baby. She's like literally 3 days old, 4 days old, and you guys, if I'm making less videos, just understand I've got other things going on as well. So especially the Discord people, if I'm not as involved, but I should really be more involved with the Discord. Let's see. But I've got people I trust that are helping to moderate it as well. Hi Chris from Preston Mahone. Have to say I look forward to your videos. Hope the family as well. Thank you, my friend. Thank you very much. An Irishman here in Birmingham, England. Oh, that's tickling me purple, my friend. I hope that you're doing well in Birmingham, my friend. That's very kind words. Thank you very much. I love Irish people, man. Irish people and Scottish people. I don't know if it's like if there's rivalries there or not, but I mean I would assume some kind of rivalries. But I know a couple of Scotsmen's, and I know some Irishmen too, and you guys are all fun. You're very, very fun people. Let's see here. I understand that, man. Congrats. Thank you, Beat Monsky. Appreciate you, brother. Ricky's. Hey. You keep saying hey, and I keep saying hi to you. X-Dad, what's up, brother? Good to see you. The Dizful, thank you. Congrats. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Yes, I appreciate you. Chilling. Good. I'm glad you're chilling. Come back, Beat. Discord needs you. Thank you. Without me. Thank you, Mr. Ect. PNG for Eric. I got you, brother. I got you. PNG. Penguin. Let's get back to work, guys, okay? I got a little bit distracted there. Ethereum moving up. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Again, this drop, I think, is looming. It doesn't mean that it has to happen now, though. Okay, we can move up just a little bit more. And we do have, if we're looking at this here, there are a lot of shorts still to move through. We might have to move through some of that. That's my 3-year-old. That's not my newborn. In case you hear that. Let's see. Let's go. Let's look at what's the next one? Karat. We're gonna look at Karat here. Hoshi. That was like the first request, and we're finally getting to it. Let's get to it here. Francesco Batologianis. Batologianis. I don't know how to pronounce that. Thank you. I'm thinking about opening a Patreon, but we'll see. It won't be, if I ever open up a Patreon, you guys, it's not going to be like what most people do, right? It's not going to be a paid group for anything. It's going to be like something that's a lot less cool. Let's just leave it at that. It'll be like, it'll be just a means of donations if you'd like to, or showing support through that way if you'd like to. But I haven't opened one up all this time on this channel because it's just not necessary for me. You know, it's not something that like I necessarily need, but you know, comments like that make me blush a little bit, and I, you know, I am thinking about doing something where it's a little bit more engaging for some of you, but also it won't be a paid group. Like don't expect to get too much out of it, but it won't be anything. It won't be like $100 a month or anything like that. I'm talking like $1 or $5 a month, like something small, you know. But let's see. Thank you, Francesco. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, man. Or Francesco. I don't know how to pronounce that. DRB, some debt relief bot. We can try. We can see if we can get there. I need to start moving through these, though. I'm piling them up. Man, Karat has dumped through the floor. Absolute dump. That's sad. I don't like it. I don't like the chart. Yeah, we've pumped up a good bit since June, which is nice. But I don't know. Let's see. I mean, you dropped so much, man. I don't know if that's recoverable. What are we doing here? Let's look at Karat here. Hold on. Karat. 25. I don't like it, man. I don't like Hoshi. I would say not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I don't know. I mean, the daily RSI looks good. The stochastics actually don't look bad if we're being honest. And the MACD kind of looks good. I don't like the weekly time frame. You could be getting set up for an inverse head and shoulders pattern, in which case we might come down a little bit more, perhaps down to like 5.4 cents. You're at 7.1 cents now, and then you could recover. And with that recovery, we'd probably see prices go back up to like 25 cents. I don't know. You know, if I bought up here, I don't know if I'd want to sell here and then put it into something else, or if I'd rather just hold on to it and let it do its thing. At this point, I don't know, man. I maybe just let it ride, because I guess it is turning around a little bit. Let's see if some good things happen, but I'm not expecting too much. At this point in time, looking at the daily RSI, I do kind of like it, actually. I think there's hope that you could pump up to 23 to 25 cents. We'll just leave it at that, okay? XDC. But if I'm wrong, again, it could be in the dumps, man. It really could be in the dumps. And at that rate, I wouldn't blame anybody for cutting their losses and moving into something else. We're about to push new all-time highs again, you guys. I'm going to leave this on the Ethereum chart here. Where we at, ETH? Where you at? There we are. There we are. Moving on up. Oh, I think I got closed out of my short on ETH. Let's see. Let me see. Yeah, I did. Yep. Oh well, that's okay. That's why you do tight stop losses. Trying to time it. I think it's gonna go. I think it is gonna go above 4,800, but you know, maybe 4,900 or 5,000. That'll be a good area to open up a short. Again, I'm just considering opening up a short on ETH because we've got so many. Thank you, Joseph Medialdea. Thank you, my friend. Good to see you. Hey, long time no see. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate that. Let me just see here real quick if I missed anything. Don't want to miss anything. Okay, cool. Daily time frame here. Quite tired. C-Zar, any chance you could look at Aussie RBNT Red Belly Network? Huh. Whatever that is. Yeah, we can look at it. RBNT. I'll probably throw it, again, for anybody that's unaware, live stream leftovers. That'll be the title of the next video that includes all this stuff, okay? Just so you're aware. Price target by the end of September. Long cash. I'm thinking 1,600 to 2,200, bro. We're going there, bro. We're going there. Long cash, we're going there, okay? Or Lankish, whatever it is. But quite tired. If I don't get to RBNT, because that request is all the way at the bottom of the list, if I don't get to that in this video, it'll be in the live stream leftovers video. Look for it, and I'll run through them all, okay? But looking at the ETH liquidations, you guys, we have so many longs to clear out, even at $4,500. So regardless of how high we go up now, I am expecting some kind of a dip back down, probably back down around these highs, if not even back down around just a little bit lower, half of like what today's price or this week's price was. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame. 4,500, maybe even 4,400, right back where these prior highs were here. But these prior points of resistance right there. But I mean, you do look like you want to continue moving up. In this kind of sense with Ethereum too, with this low, no, maybe not that. Let's do this. Hold on. Get rid of that. You know, you've seen a move like that, and then we saw a move that was pretty close to that, a little bit more, right? You're seeing a move now that is basically that same size. We could turn around at any point, or we could continue to grow. One, you do a good old 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-legged move. We're on that 5th leg now. I'm assuming we will correct afterwards. We will get a 1, 2, 3 correction, probably back down to this area, or 4,100 at the lowest. I don't think that we go below 4,100. We might not even go below 4,500, but at least back down there at some point. So just be aware that can cause a little bit of a correction in the markets too. Looking at XDC network here. XDC is a good one, you guys. I think XDC is going to do well. You broke out. You're in your W pattern, right? A lot of cryptos are. They've got their little Ws that they've formed over the past year. And now you're finding support at prior resistance on this W. You're looking like you want to break out. You'll continue and likely see new all-time highs, right? We're at 8.9 cents now. If this shakeout comes, if it happens the way that I think it's going to, then perhaps we do see some kind of price, back down at, like, we're at 8.9 cents. We go to 8.5 cents, 8.4 cents, something like that. But from a high to a low here, I'm anticipating that we will see shortly, probably by the end of this month, XDC should be at 12.5 cents to 13.8 cents. If not the end of this month, then early September. And then going into September, maybe even October, we should be seeing 20 cents to 30 cents in price. We're at 9 cents now. So I think that we've got a lot of growth to come in a very short amount of time. Just be patient, okay? If not more. We really could see higher prices than that, okay? Absolutely, we could see higher prices than that, but I'm just trying to be conservative here. Looking at Bitcoin, man, we're almost there. Almost there at new all-time highs again. Let's look at this on the 1 hour time frame again. Hold on. Let's see. I mean, that looks bullish, guys. That's a nice bounce right off the overbought zone right there. That's a really good bullish way to finish the day here. We're probably going to tomorrow, whenever the day opens up, we'll probably just continue to rally. And then we'll come down to end the day, something like that, and probably come back down to like 122K or lower. That'd be my expectation, but we'll see. Let's look at this. Let's look at the next one, not XDC. Let's look at Turbo now. Turbo. I'm thinking about doing something, you guys. I don't know if I should, because I don't know, man. I don't want to encourage people to leverage trade. But I'm thinking about taking, because I think things are going to be really exciting over the next, over the coming like 6 months. I'm thinking about just taking $100 and seeing how far we can stretch it between now and the end of the cycle, just for fun. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, because again, that might encourage people to leverage trade. But again, just showing how far you can do, and I'd probably be more risky because it'd be $100. So maybe don't, if you're trying to copy trade that, don't do that with any like larger amounts. But I don't know. It would just be interesting to see how far we could stretch $100, I suppose. Because that's something that anybody, I think, can relate to, right? $100, anybody and everybody, no matter what level of cash you're at, $100 is something that's pretty attainable for the average person to put into the markets. Even if you got no money right now, you could probably save up $100 in the next week or so, if not like in the next month or so, right? Is a 10x possible for Turbo? Absolutely. Understand, you guys, most of these coins we're talking about, they're going to do a 20x or more by the end of the cycle. That's my expectation. Aaron Alter. XCN does unlock monthly, but August 15th's 200 million unlock is among the smallest left. Oh, wow. Oh, cool. Well, yeah, that is a small amount. Yeah, they're normally like 300 million or more, right? With BTC ETH strong plus testnet near. Yeah, buddy, delays alts, bigger rotation, avoid shiny object. So Aaron, thank you, Aaron. Thank you very much. What Aaron's saying, guys, is basically what we were saying earlier. Just be patient. Be patient. Who cares if ETH's pumping, Bitcoin's pumping right now? Who cares? Everything's going to pump, right? It's all about that rotation of funds, of cash flow. And the funds are going to rotate into altcoins here pretty damn soon. Ethereum's almost at new all-time highs, you guys. We are pushing the freaking barrier. We're just moving up in such a strange way. I feel like what's going to happen is we're going to get one move that just takes us. Let's see. What are we doing here relative to this, though? Are we up above this yet? Let me extend this trend line. Maybe what we'll do is we'll get right above this trend line, and then we'll go down, yeah? Something just above, like $4,800. Anyways, yeah, thank you, Aaron. Appreciate you, man. I agree with everything you're saying there, honestly. XCN's going to blow up, man. It's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. Turbo, looking at this here, golden ratio down to the 382, back up to the golden ratio, finding support at the 0.5, bullish configuration on the fibs. You took this M-shaped pattern and you turned it around, okay? You found support here. I think that this is a busted M pattern. It might not be busted technically yet, but once you get back above this golden ratio, you should be looking for prices that are anywhere from about 0.009 to about 1 cent itself. You get up there, you might stop there, or you might just push through, but consolidate a little bit, and then going into September, we should be seeing new all-time highs. I think Turbo ultimately is going to go to about 2.7 cents to 6.2 cents. I'm more in favor of this 4 cent to 2.7 cent area personally by the end of September, if not going into October. Okay, that's my thoughts for Turbo. All right, that's that one there. Let's move on to syrup. It's been a second since we've talked about syrup. Let's do that. We're gonna sip in on some syrup. Let's see, Coinbase. Dogging me for Rodrigue Cohivo. Kohovi, sorry. Kohovi. Or it would be Kofi. Rodrigue. Let's see. Dogging me. Dogging me. Dogging you. Dogging we. And Toshi too. 47 cents right now for Maple Finance. This thing's one of the more bullish cryptos that we've been talking about over the months, right? Consolidating now, kind of rolling over. I think you're just consolidating. You're fine. I wouldn't worry about it. You're probably just like most cryptos getting ready for that next leg up. You do have a long-term downtrend in your daily RSI. It could cause for lower prices. You know, you did move up a lot. While a lot of cryptos were consolidating and being boring, you were moving up. So things might get exciting for a lot of cryptos now, and you might be boring and consolidate. So if you were to see a lower low, don't get too discouraged. Perhaps you do go back to 35, 36 cents, maybe even 30 cents itself. Bounce from that area and then come up. If I'm wrong, perhaps you bounce here. Let's see if we can make sense out of that. Low to high. Yeah, I mean, I would think that you go lower. Let me just look at. Let's do a little bit more in depth on this one here. Looks like you want to move up for now. On the 1 hour, it looks good. The daily's the one thing making me think that you want to move lower. The 4 hour looks like you want to move higher as well. You've got bullish divergence on the stochastics, and you're bouncing off the oversold zone. MACD looks like it wants to scoop the 0. You got bullish things going on, man. Maybe you do want to move up. The MACD looks like it wants to cross above the 0 too. You're resting with these stochastics though. If you go below this low, if you do go below 45 cents again, I would say you likely will go down to 35 cents, okay? Just understand that. If not, if you can get above this high here on a closing basis, if you can get above like 52 cents, then you're on your way to new all-time highs. And where would those new all-time highs take you? I'm glad you asked. From a high to a low here, you'd be going up to 75 cents to $1. Probably even a little bit above $1, okay? If you do continue to move up. So I hope that helps. Let's look at Home now. Home USD. Home USD's no, not Otter Home. Not. I do that all the time because I like to click on the crypto chart because it has more historical data. We're going to do this stream. We're going to wrap it up in about 14 minutes, you guys, all right? Dude, I'm telling you, Mammo is the next Sora. Oh, really? Mammo? We can check it out. Loca on Coinbase for Hash Crew. Yeah, we can do that. Loca. Mammo. Do your own research, you guys. Just because I'm saying something or reading something that someone else says doesn't mean it's true. Okay, they could be scammers. There's plenty of scammers that come in here and they'll request coins, and yeah, you know, it's not actually a good thing. Clemente Silva, BSL. We could talk about BSL. BSL. Ram branded. Loca was Rem branded. What does that mean? DRB banker. DRB. I think we have DRB on there already. Scammer like you. Yes, Lefo. Yes, just like you. What was that? Was that Salaxy? What was it? I think it was Salaxy, right? Wasn't that the one? I'm not 100% sure. Which that one was a scam though. Toshi. We're gonna talk about Toshi, Chris. I'm not even gonna write that down on this list because we'll talk about Toshi. Don't you worry about it, buddy. I got you. We'll definitely talk about that. King Will, what's up, my man? Aerodrome. Maybe I'll make a video specifically on Aerodrome because it has been pumping. I'll make that one might not be on the live stream leftovers. Yeah, no problem, Hash Crew. Thank you. Le fou. I'm sorry. Daily time frame home. You guys, this one's absolutely phenomenal, and we've had a couple. I don't really go for coins that are brand new, but man, we talked about this one down here, and it's done absolutely phenomenal, right? 2 cents to 4.7 cents. Not the craziest gains, but what's nice about it is it's just consistent, right? It's one of those coins that's just fun to watch. It continues to grow. And again, such a low market cap. If we're looking at home here, again, I would compare it to Hyperliquid. A little bit different and maybe more innovative, but it's a little bit dumbed down, but it's good. By the way, I had an issue with home. I actually had an issue with my funds, and it was my fault. It was totally my fault. I actually had the wrong account that I was trying to sign in with. They got back to me that day, and they were very helpful. They're actually very helpful and patient, understanding. In crypto, I cannot tell you how rare it is to have good customer service, and they actually have good customer service, which is wild. It wasn't a bot that I was talking to; it was a person, like, and not over the phone online. Maybe it's a sophisticated bot, but it seemed like a person. That says something, in my opinion. You actually have people who are like who actually care, right? They're not just like, screw you, whatever. But yeah, low market cap, good volume, right? It works. It's a good, it's a good DEX. It's like Hyperliquid, man. It literally is, but it's a little bit different. You get rewards. So like the more that you trade, the more that you do, you get experience in their degen arena, which is the kind of like part of the ecosystem that allows for airdrops and stuff. The more that you use their ecosystem. WikiCat for Kevin. We can try. WikiCat. I might have to make a rule where it's like I just need to cut off requests once we hit 20, because man, I got this whole freaking, I don't know if you guys can see it, but this just a whole list right there, all the way up and down. I don't know how many lines that is. It's got to be like 30 requests or something like that at this point. But we've moved through a couple. But let's get on to home here. Home definitely has a lot of potential. I don't want to use it on the Coinbase one. We're gonna do Home D. Home D. That way we get the whole historical data. If we can, I think we can. Isn't it funny that Coinbase won't do leverage trading, but you're allowed to sell coins that are all about a DEX that does leverage trading on it? I don't know. It's just kind of ironic. Okay, here we go. Oh, I guess it's the same chart anyways. That's okay. High here, low here. 886. You could find resistance here, okay? You've moved up pretty well all the way through this area. If you were to find resistance here, I wouldn't be too discouraged. Maybe move. Thank you, Janet. Appreciate you very much. Thank you very much. 886 moving up like this. Down to the 786 for 4.2 cents, something like that. Maybe the golden ratio, 3.5 cents. Home, and again, all cryptos do this, right? We get very, very bullish. In bullish moves, we get these very like wild shakeouts. So if you were to drop 25% from here, home is still fine. If we go to 35 cents, it's prior resistance, prior support, prior resistance back here, and it's your golden ratio. 3.5 cents is a fine area to buy. If we drop down to 4.2 cents, that's a 786. It's still constructive. Ultimately, I think, here we are at 4.7 cents. We're probably going to see, once the crypto markets get rocking and rolling, man, if you're doing this right now, I would assume we see a 7-cent price to a 10-cent price. Easy, man. You could be moving all the way up to 14 cents, 16 cents, and beyond. Absolutely. Any and all of that stuff as well. So it looks good. There's not really a whole lot to go off of. It's moving up, man. It's moving up. And I would think here you kind of have like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-legged move. So you might be seeing some kind of correction. Not a financial advisor. I wouldn't buy here. I would at least wait until we're back probably at like 4.5 cents, or likely even below 4 cents. That'd be my guess. But going into September, we should be moving up more, I think. We'll probably consolidate between now and the end of the month, though. That's just my guess. I could be wrong, but that's just my guess. I don't know. I don't know, man. I might eat those words. That's a fierce-looking daily RSI. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame real quick. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe we do keep moving up. Time will tell, guys. Time will tell. Perhaps, and sometimes, this is crypto, guys. Sometimes things just defy gravity. Like maybe we just pump right through the freaking roof right now. But I would think between now and the end of September, we'll be at like 10 cents or more. Absolutely. I'm expecting that. Anyways, let's see. What else are we doing here? Let's do the next one, which is Morpho. We're going to do Morpho. Aaron Altler. Diversifying across exchanges is smart. Absolutely, man. That's right out of my own playbook, honestly. But using a non-US exchange via VPN, as mentioned before, risk account suspension. And oh yeah, Aaron, what's up with you just dropping the knowledge bombs? Yeah. So in case anybody's not aware, if you're using a VPN and you're using exchanges that are not they're not valid for American citizens, or you can't use it in America, if they somehow find out that your account is linked to a VPN, or it's linked to an American account, like you're an American in America using their account through some kind of means, they will lock your fund. They have every right, and that's in their disclosures and agreements. They can lock your accounts, freeze your funds, and effectively take your money. They don't have to give it back either, right? Like that's so just be careful. Yes, like as far as just exchange diversification goes, stick to Robinhood, Coinbase, like for your main stuff. But if you're trying to get various cryptos, there's nothing wrong with hitting up some dexes and stuff, and some other non-US exchanges if you can. But just maybe your main bags, keep them safe on Coinbase, Binance US, Robinhood, Gemini, Kraken, right? There's all these kinds of, you can diversify through that, through means like this as well, right? But absolutely, that's actually a good bit of knowledge there. Aaron Alter with the knowledge bombs, man. DIA for Moonwalker, yeah. I think XDead, I think it will, brother. I think it will. I'm gonna stop taking requests after DIA. Okay. Yeah, probably. Ew, Coinbase support. Yeah, man. Coinbase does not have support at all. Don't count on it, man. Do not count on that. That is oh my god. Oh, I've had to deal with Coinbase support before, and you guys, it's a joke. It's genuinely a joke. It's an absolute joke. They got to work on that, man. How can you be an American company? I don't know. Yeah, they skimp on their support. And that's why they got hacked. That's why all that user information got leaked. Because they skimped. Because Brian and whoever else, the other founder, they're cheap asses, man. Shout out to Coinbase. It's actually my favorite crypto exchange. I probably use them the most. But just your customer support sucks. And they know it. They know it, right? They might come out and say, we have top of the line customer support, but they know their customer support's ass. They know it is, man. It's absolutely terrible. High to low, $2.26 right now. 5 minutes left in the day, guys. Morpho looks pretty bullish. Is this Morpheus? Is that what Morpho? Is it Morpheus? I can't remember. No, something else. Bullish. Actually pretty bullish, not going to lie. Yeah, I like it. On the daily time, you look pretty good. Yeah, looks like you want to continue upwards. I'd say at about $2.90 to $3.40. What you'll probably do is you'll move up like this going into the end of the month. Consolidate going into the end of the month, going into September. Maybe pull back to the golden ratio and then continue upwards to new all-time highs in September and into October. You should be at $6.52 or higher by the end of September or sometime in October. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. Morpho looking kind of bullish. Let me just look at this real quick also. I mean, you look good, man. You look like you want to keep going, yeah. That's a good one. What kind of market cap is that? Always do your own research, you guys. Just because I say something looks good doesn't mean that it is, right? Do your own research. That's a low enough market cap, man. Low enough. Not bad. What's my opinion on Richard Hart ecosystem? What? Like Hex? I think Hex is great. I think Richard Hart is funny. I think ultimately it's going to flop. I don't know. I think it's great, but I just know nobody's using it. That's the thing. They're not getting people to use it. You need user base, right? Don't forget Pangolin update. Thank you, Daniel Delgado. Maybe we'll do Pangolin. Maybe we'll do an independent video for Pangolin. But I won't. I won't be able to do all these requests, guys, in this video, right? I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 so far, and I got about 20 left. So probably not all of them. But if I don't get through them in this video, I will make a video called Live Stream Leftovers. And that'll be all the requests. All those requests should be in there. We're going to do, hopefully, 2 more requests and then wrap this up, okay? Nope, I did it wrong. D-O-W-G-E. Douge. Douge is the one. Nope. Douge. D-J-I. Okay. Yeah, okay, this one. We'll do that one. Well, it pumped up a lot. I would stay away from it. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. It's just one of those SPX spinoffs, right? I'd stay away from it. I would just not invest in it personally. I can't do. Unfortunately, there's nothing that I can do with this Doge. Let's see, as far as TA goes, because it's so new. And you got decent volume. You have a low market cap. If you want to make a play on it, go for it. But just prepare yourselves. Anything can happen. Like you could drop down a lot. You're on some exchanges, which gives it a little bit more validity, I suppose. But I would think just looking at it here, it looks like it wants to go down. Looks like you want to go down. How low do you go? I mean, you could go to 2 cents. You could drop all the way back down to 1 cent. It's hard to say. If SPX, I would say it probably tracks SPX. If SPX goes up, you'll probably see this thing go up, okay? But for now, just chilling. SPX 6900, that is. Not the actual SPX, right? SPX 6900. What is XPX 6900 doing? Yeah, once this thing starts to move up, I bet that other one starts to move up as well. Let's talk about ALB. ALB, alien base. Come on and let's load so I can get on. Let's see. Dows kind of suck in general. Yeah, not the Onyx Dow. Let's see. Dex screener. We got to use Dex screener. Let's see. Stupid Inu. Nothing. All you had to do was nothing. Just do it. Just do it. What's the coin that we were going to talk about? We were talking about ALB. That's right. Alien base. ALB, baby. Gotta love me some ALB. 24-hour volume, market cap. That's the one. I think that's the one we want. Oh, we want this one? Yeah. Liquidity. That's the one we want. That's right. With last things happened. What last things happened? Lunacy. Can Lunacy go higher? Maybe. I don't know, man. It's a meme at this point. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. You know, I'd stay away. Just stay away. Oh, ALB showing some life, you guys. Love it. Oh, I love to see it. This is one of my favorite coins, and I say that I don't own any of this, but I really do like this project. I just don't think that it gets enough love, and if you don't get enough love, man, it doesn't matter how much of a good project you are. You might not amount to anything. But look at this W pattern. It looks pretty serious. You should be moving up to about 31 to 41 cents. You're at 11 cents now, so good. Yeah, maybe by the end of the month you're up there, man. If not, by the end of September. And with that, we could be talking about new all-time highs. I mean, you're at 11 cents, man. $1.20 to $3.12. It might be far away in a price perspective, but who knows? By the end of September, you really could be up there. If not, sometime in October. I mean, that would be October right there. It could happen. That's a really nice... And typically with these Ws, the faster move is on this end, right? That's the slower move. This is the faster move. And from here, 1 week is all it took to move all the way up to 50 cents. Like, you could really be at new all-time highs by the end of September. That's not a bad look there, honestly. It's really not a bad look at all. What, Lefo, what question did you ask? I have a question. Isn't it weird that ETH and BTC are going for... No, it's not weird. No. And that's the thing, guys. There's this diagram. So here actually, Lefo, on that note, let's actually get real, you guys. Let me talk to you real quick, okay? Let me talk to you. We'll get big. I'm going to get big C-Zar on the screen here, okay? Wow. I just took a shower and my hair looks like ass. It's like looks like straw. Bitcoin and Ethereum moving up like this generates a lot of attention in the crypto markets. So it's not weird. I think it's good. It's weird to this cycle because we haven't seen that happen. But I think that this is going to generate a lot of long positions, and it's going to cause a lot of people to FOMO and buy when you have the top two cryptos pushing new all-time highs at the same time. That's going to generate a lot of media relevance, and whenever that happens, we get a lot of retailers to FOMO in, and whenever that happens, that sets us up for some... why do I look so yellow? I look so yellow. I'm not yellow, guys. I'm actually really tan, honestly. I'm like I'm the guy, maybe not right now, but whenever I was younger, I'd hang out with my Mexican friends, and people would think that I was Mexican. I would hang out with my Mexican friends. They'd think that they were the white boys and that I was the Mexican, but I look pretty white right now, in all fairness. It's not believable, but I'm telling you. But I can speak a little bit of Spanish, right? I can hang out with the homies. Shout out to my homies from the South, mis hermanos del sur. What's up, brothers? No, it's not weird. I just think that it's going to set us up for potentially a shakeout, right? All this attention likely brings emotional investors, and that is shaky grounds, right? That's not strong hands. That literally implies that we could dump. So I wanted to throw that out there. But no, I don't think it's weird. I don't think it's weird at all. That's my thoughts on it, if it is weird at all, but that's not it. Let's do KTA. Oh, damn it. I just deleted text screener. Let's do KTA. We'll do KTA and then Omni, and then we'll finish this up, okay? I'm a little bit over time here, but that's okay. $1.47. KTA is phenomenal, guys. This is one that's really going to do well this cycle, I think. It's grown a lot. It's definitely seen a lot of growth, and I think that the shout out to Adam. I forget what Adam Arroyo, I want to say, is the guy that recommended this one. Shout out to Adam. I'm pretty sure it was Adam Arroyo. Your name is ingrained in my head. $604 million, $16 million in volume. It's not a high amount of volume, but that's okay right now, especially because you're not being exciting. You've got a lot of growth to go. You look productive, and I would think that you're pushing new all-time highs right now. So if we're looking at this from an all-time high to a low, come on now, let's get it. Where's it at? All-time high. And by the way, you guys shouldn't, I would hope nobody's getting ads through this video. I don't really monetize my live streams, but I'm thinking about, and I'm just letting you guys know right now, I'm all right, Teddy, I got you, bro. I'm gonna stop taking requests though. Okay. A guitar solo, tequila and guitar solo. Okay. I don't monetize my live streams because I've always hated the idea of an ad popping up while I'm going live. But I'm starting to think about changing the format of this channel a little bit, where I will do more live streams, and if that's the case, I might monetize the live streams. But it's okay, because anything that I'm talking about on the live streams won't really be like pressing to watch immediately, like while it's happening, right? But there shouldn't be any ads on these live streams right now. If there is, let me just double check, because it should not be monetized. Monetization's off, yeah. But that, I might be changing that at some point here pretty soon. But thank you to everybody who's like contributed and donated and all that stuff. I want to figure out the other thing too. Someone was mentioning Patreon. I would like to do a Patreon, mainly because then if someone wants to tip, they don't have to. YouTube doesn't keep 40%. I'm pretty sure, is it 30% or 40%? If you tip me $10, they keep 30 to 40%. And no offense to YouTube, but they keep enough. You know what I mean? And that's your money or your donation, right? Like that, they keep a good bit of that. So if I get a Patreon going, that'll also help mitigate some of that. Your money's going where you're trying to get it to. You know what I mean? I'm sure none of us trying to tip YouTube. Although I don't know, I've got YouTube. You know, YouTube does its job, but they're one of those higher censoring kind of platforms, right? No offense, great algorithm in the sky. But KTA, Kita, yeah, $2.52. You're at $1.46 right now. $2.52, $4.17. That's the next target area. I don't think you're going to see anything less than that, right? $2.52 to $4.17. That's where you're going, okay? Probably by the end of September, if I had to guess, or sometime in October. Bitcoin's pushing new all-time highs, you guys. Here we are. Here we are right now. Is it happening? It's happening. Oh, buddy. Right at the end here. We might have to talk about Omni in another one. Yep, there we are. Boom. New all-time highs right now to end the stream. What a pleasure. What an absolute pleasure, man. Pushing up with no volume, though. Yeah. We're probably going to dump down, you guys. We are probably going to dump. Let's look at these liquidation levels real quick again. Over the last day. I mean, maybe we push up to like 125. Maybe, but I think we're spent, y'all. I think we're going to dump down here pretty soon. Yeah, it is pushing higher. Yeah, it happened. It happened. Absolutely it did. I think we're going to dump down. What we're probably going to get, because just looking at how much we've prodded this area, we'll probably get one big push up to 124, 125K, somewhere in this zone here. And then it'll happen quick. It'll be like this, right? It'll be like this. Or it'll be like a quick wick like this one here. But then the drop will probably be more sustained. I would think that we come back down to 120K or lower and then continue to rally. That's my expectation, just to end that off there. So that's all I got, my friends. Yeah, Blair, I think Tron Bull will recover. We're just sitting on it, man. We're sitting on it. I think Tron Bull will recover. Once Tron gets a little bit more momentum behind it, I think that we will see T-Bull and memes like that recover. But I got nothing else, you guys. I'm going to end the video there. I got things I got to do. I appreciate you all very much. Thank you all for being here. It was a lot of fun. Also, I'm trolling in the... I know, bro. You're awesome. No, you're awesome. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. I will see you guys on the next one. Somebody wanted me to play my guitar, but I don't know if I want to play the guitar right now, so my voice is a little scratchy. I don't got anything for you. I should learn a new song, because all the songs that I played, they're all the same. I don't know. I don't know, man. Oh, what could I play? What could I do here? Let's see if it's even in tune. Nope. Oop. A little bit too high. Yeah, I don't know. Which one could we do? We could do some scar tissue. It's too high, isn't it? Right, that one. You don't have to sing Crazy Train. Oh, I don't know that one. I should learn Crazy Train though, right? Mr. Echt, he doesn't like it. Take care, bro. Play a song when XCN rips. I will. I will see you guys on the next one. I'm definitely not going to play too much here, but let's see. What else could I do? What else could I do here? I'm just thinking Red Hot Chili Peppers right now. Like, no. I don't want to play that one. That's too loud. That's too loud. I got my baby. Ooh, talking about my baby. Talking about my baby. My little Latin Lupe-Lou. Oh, she's a high-footin' lady. There ain't no dance she couldn't do. Papa, papa, Lupe, Lupe. My little Latin Lupe-Lou. If you guys have been watching the channel for a while, you know this song. Papa, papa, Lupe, Lupe-Lou. Oh, shake it, Lupe, Lupe. Oh, I toot say pretty baby. Come on and do the hoochie coo. Oh, mash 'em up, pretty baby. My little Latin Lupe-Lou. And if you wanna do the twist, my Lupe-Lou can put her down. But if you wah tootsie, oh, she's the best for miles around. Oh, she's my groovy little lady, my little Latin Lupe-Lou. Papa, papa, Lupe, Lupe-Lou. Oh, shake it, Lupe, Lupe. Oh, I could say pretty baby. Come on and do the hoochie coo. Oh, mash 'em up, pretty baby. My little Latin Lupe-Lou. 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 Papa, papa, Lupe, Lupe. My little Latin Lupe-Lou. Anyways, that's all I got, you guys. Thank you all. Yeah, you're awesome. You guys are great. I didn't bring my best singing voice. The acoustic environment is just not suited to demand this from me. I've been called the songbird of my generation. I need to learn some new songs though, man. I got to bring it to the table for sure. Anyways, thank you all. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Oh man, you know what's gonna happen? Freaking algorithm is going to they can't get me though. They can't get me. They can't get me because it's not monetized. So eat it. Eat it. All right.